Rich people and normal people start their travel journey with very different mindsets. For rich people, travel is not an escape from life. It is a lifestyle. They don't wait for holidays, approval from work, or special occasions. They travel when they want, because their income systems continue working even when they are away. Travel is seen as an investment in experiences, networking, and personal growth. Normal people, on the other hand, usually see travel as a break from routine. They wait all year for annual leave, save money carefully, and plan trips around fixed schedules. For them, travel often comes with stress, budget limits, time pressure, and fear of overspending. Instead of excitement, the first feeling is usually calculation. Rich people ask, "How can this trip add value to my life?" Normal people ask, "How can I afford this trip?" This single difference changes everything. Rich people focus on comfort, time saving, and exclusivity, while normal people focus on discounts, deals, and survival. Before even booking anything, rich people delegate planning to assistants or premium services. Normal people spend hours comparing prices online. One group values time. The other sacrifices time to save money. This mindset difference sets the tone for the entire journey and defines how the rest of the trip unfolds. When rich people book flights, comfort and time are the top priorities. They choose business class or first class, not for luxury alone, but to arrive rested and productive. Long flights are treated like mobile offices or relaxation spaces. Priority boarding, private lounges, and flexible tickets are part of the experience. Normal people usually book economy class and search for the cheapest option available. They refresh flight comparison websites again and again, waiting for prices to drop. Red-eye flights, long layovers, and inconvenient timings are accepted if it means saving money. Comfort is compromised to stay within budget. Rich people rarely worry about baggage fees, seat selection, or food quality. Everything is included. Normal people calculate extra charges carefully, hand luggage limits, seat upgrades, and even water costs on board. For rich travelers, flights are smooth transitions between destinations. For normal travelers, flights can be exhausting experiences filled with waiting, discomfort, and stress. One group arrives fresh and ready. The other arrives tired and needs recovery time. This difference shows how money changes not just where you sit on a plane, but how you experience time, energy, and movement itself. At the airport, the difference becomes even more visible. Rich people arrive calmly, often using private transport or chauffeurs. They pass through fast-track security, relax in luxury lounges, eat high-quality meals, and work or rest peacefully. Airports are not crowded nightmares for them. They are comfortable waiting spaces. Normal people usually arrive early out of fear of missing flights. They stand in long lines for check-in and security. Seating is limited, food is expensive, and noise is everywhere. The airport feels chaotic, tiring, and overwhelming. Rich travelers avoid stress by paying for convenience. Normal travelers endure stress to avoid extra costs. One group controls the environment, the other adapts to it. For rich people, airports are designed to serve them. For normal people, airports feel like tests of patience. This difference affects mood, energy levels, and overall travel enjoyment. The journey hasn't even started yet, but the experience is already completely different. Rich people choose hotels or villas based on privacy, service, and location. Five-star hotels, private resorts, and luxury apartments are common. Staff know their names, preferences, and routines. Everything is customized. Normal people choose accommodation based on price. Budget hotels, hostels, or shared rentals are common. Location is compromised to save money, and services are limited. Cleanliness and safety become main concerns. Rich people see accommodation as part of the experience. Normal people see it as just a place to sleep. One group wakes up inspired, the other wakes up adjusting. Luxury accommodation saves time, increases comfort, and reduces stress. Budget accommodation saves money, but often costs energy. Again, the difference is not just money, it's quality of experience. Rich people rarely use public transport while traveling. They rent luxury cars, hire private drivers, or use premium ride services. Movement is smooth, fast, and comfortable. Normal people rely on buses, trains, shared taxis, or walking long distances. They plan routes carefully and sometimes get lost. Transportation becomes part of the struggle. Rich people buy convenience. Normal people buy affordability. One group travels directly, the other travels efficiently. This affects how much they can see, how tired they get, and how much they enjoy the destination. Rich people eat at high-end restaurants, private dining experiences, or Michelin star locations. Food is about quality, atmosphere, and networking. Normal people look for affordable restaurants or street food. Sometimes the food is amazing, sometimes risky. Budget controls choice. Rich people never check prices on menus. Normal people always do. One eats freely, the other eats carefully. Food becomes either a luxury experience or a budget decision. Rich people book exclusive experiences, private tours, yachts, helicopters, and VIP events. They skip lines and crowds. Normal people stand in lines, join group tours, and visit crowded attractions. Time is spent waiting instead of enjoying. Rich people buy access. Normal people follow schedules. Experiences define memories, and richer experiences often create deeper impact. Rich people travel with minimal stress. Problems are solved by money or assistance. Delays, changes, or issues are easily managed. Normal people worry constantly about money, time, safety, and plans. One small issue can ruin the mood. Stress changes how travel feels. One enjoys the journey, the other survives it. When rich people return, they are refreshed, inspired, and energized. Their income continues. Travel adds value to their life. Normal people return tired, broke, and stressed. They need rest after their vacation. Rich people travel to grow. Normal people travel to escape. That is the real difference.